A year ago today, on February 26th, 2018, I was reborn on the beach of Dominical, Costa Rica. That was a year ago, and now I'm back. I wanted to share the experience that I had on the beach. Before I got to the beach, I was at the Envision Festival, where I was fasting on coconuts and cacao and balancing extreme dualities within myself and witnessing it within the festival. On the last day, I felt as though I was dying. My energy completely left my body. And luckily I was held by many sisters. And I was taken to the beach. And after a night of walking, just walking and walking and walking and walking, I found myself with people who could understand the symbols and riddles that I was speaking in. And they helped me to understand humanity's flaws and accept them within myself. I led myself through my chakras, tuning each one and experiencing utter bliss as I licked the earth and accepted that we are one, that we've been harmed by history. I took myself to the beach and put myself through a series of exercises to test my capability of listening to my intuition. I lifted rocks, although I hadn't slept or eaten in days. I stuck my head under the water for as long as I could. I hopped on rocks. I lifted them above my head, all to show myself and the universe that I want to be here, that I am here. I choose to be here. After ripping all my clothes off and performing these exercises, I was then taken through the infinity to meet the past selves that make up the one that I am now. Not memories, just archetypes. And then I was left on the beach almost as an alien who didn't know where they were or what they were or why they were there. But they knew something really horrible had happened here on Earth. And they believed that it was all their fault. In reflecting back on that state of being, an egoless state of being. I understood that the earth is like a seed. It's the seed. It's super dense, and everything starts here and expands. And what I discovered after feeling so worried and ashamed that I had done this, that humans had done this to the mother, recognized the stars, and that there are more forces helping us than we know. And I truly felt that, because as I wandered around, I met people who were angels, who were able to communicate with me on other levels. I gained a totally new perspective during this experience, and although it wasn't planned at all, and to most it probably looked chaotic and destructive, I felt incredible amounts of clarity. I trusted myself, I trusted my intuition. And I showed the universe and myself that I can trust my intuition, and that no matter what choice I make, I'm protected and safe. I feel we all need these initiations to take responsibility for our part in the earth, for being here, to choose to be here once again, to not cry as we're being born, but to be strong. After my initiation on the beach, it was a week of being in a state of not myself, not my ego, but everybody and everything, and speaking in such beautiful symbols and languages. But on that day, a year ago, I decided that I wanted to shave my head. And so today, I'm gonna shave my head. And I'm really excited and nervous, because I am here and my ego's with me, and I've spent the last year really accepting my ego. And the past few months being in Costa Rica, I've been learning to tame it again. To not allow it to drive me, to focus my energies. Because last year, after my initiation, I was like a kid in a candy store. I had discovered that we live in heaven, and that we've already died and come back. And we're all angels, if that's what we choose to see. I decided to shave my head because I love my hair. I think it's so beautiful. And I cut my hair last year pretty short because I didn't want to feel like I was my hair. I put a lot of power in my hair, and I felt that all of my beauty lied within my hair and all of my charm. And so I cut it off and I gave it to the ocean in exchange for a sailboat. And the ocean, she gave me a sailboat, but she also gave me an incredible amount of heartbreak. This time, when I shave my hair, I'm giving it back to the earth and to the water as a symbol of my love, and I'm not going to ask for anything in return because I have everything. I feel so much abundance every single day. I want to thank all the people in my life that prayed for me last year as I went through such a powerful experience. It was one that my wild soul needed, and I know that my parents felt incredibly scared when they heard about what had happened, and I apologize for that. But my soul, it wants to do things in a totally different way. A wild, free, boundless way. So it was exactly what I needed. It was exactly the way I needed to experience losing myself and coming back. And God, am I proud of myself. I actually can't believe how well I was able to center myself after having such an incredible experience. It was completely structureless. I didn't even know I was putting myself through it, not even while I was fasting on coconuts. I didn't even realize that coconut fasting was a thing. I just only had the money for coconuts, and I had cacao with me. So while I was dying, I was so confused. And as I was walking in the night, just walking and walking and walking, I was so confused. But as I elevated, as I worked my muscles and lifted things and shoved rocks into my mouth for no reason other than my intuition telling me to, I lifted off into infinite, and everything was clear. Everything is clear. So now I'm cleaning the wounds, and restructuring the way I I came back into the world. Because after my rebirth, I was taken to the police station and then to the hospital and then flown home to Canada, where I was then put back into a 9-to-5 job, serving coffee like I always do. But this life is so much more than that. More than those institutions and more than those ideologies. And as I shave my hair today, I let go of all of the labels, of all of the things that I think I'm going to be, of all the things that I think should be. I let go of it all to just be and allow and be aware of what gifts I hold to share and follow those. And be fearless and compassionate. I think everyone should go through an initiation of some sort to stand firmly in their responsibility for being here on this planet. I think people should do it consciously so as not to cause others in their life stress or fear, because I caused a lot of stress and fear in my family for not being conscious of the choices I was making. I don't regret doing that, but I do understand the effects. I'm gonna make a video shaving my head. I love you. I believe in you. I believe in us. I believe in we. There's a hummingbird over there. And I'll end with this song. It's a medicine song I learned while picking ayahuasca leaves. The eagle screeched, and every bird flew to the middle of the forest to meet the hummingbird. Oh, hummingbird, saint of the jungle, flapped its wings in a high vibration. All the birds became enchanted and entered into concentration. The eagle descended, the eagle landed in the terrain of the hummingbird. All the birds enlightened themselves, singing the light of the resplendor. Blessings.